Hey, ChemStars, this is Mrs. Vanderlei, and this is
Mr. Eilers.
And our video photographer is
Ms. McCauley.
Ms. McCauley. All right. So what we're going to be doing today is our physical and chemical changes lab. All right. So we're doing it virtually, so you can still get the experience of having a little bit of fun here. Okay. At least we get to have some fun. All right.
That's all that matters.
All right. So the introduction, it says that chemistry is the study of matter and the changes it undergoes. These changes can either be a physical change or a chemical change. A physical change is when the physical properties are altered, such as size, shape, density, or state of matter. Okay? But the chemical composition will remain the same. All right, got that?
Yeah, so it's kind of like if you're taking a piece of paper and you go to rip it up, it's still paper, so it's just undergoing a physical change.
That's right. Good example.
Cool.
A chemical change results in the formation of one or more new substances. Signs of chemical changes include the formation of a new solid called what's snow? What's rain?
Precipitate.
Yes, very
Ah.
good. All right. Formation of a
gas?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. A bubble. Change in it's
Temperature.
getting- Yes. Good.
Now, is that if it gets hot or cold?
Well, what do you think?
Well, if it's a change in temperature, I would think it'd probably be either.
You are correct.
Okay.
Very good. And then sometimes a change in color.
Okay.
Now, a physical change might result in a physical or a change in color too. Like if you take a blue crayon and a yellow crayon, what do you get?
You get green.
That's right. That's a physical still. You're not changing its composition when you do that.
Okay.
Okay. But if you have like something clear and clear and you get yellow,
Well, then that would be
a chemical change because clear and clear don't normally make yellow.
right.
It makes clear. All right. So I'm going to ask you a couple questions, and you just tell me what you think is going to happen. Okay.
Okay.
So, do you think that burning wood is a physical or a chemical change? Think about burning wood is all about.
All right, well, I'm thinking that if I'm burning the wood, I'm going to be changing that wood into ash, so therefore I'm making it into something entirely new, right?
Right.
So if I'm changing it into something entirely new, then it has to be a chemical change.
That's right. That's right. I like that. How about ice freezing?
Okay, well, if ice is freezing, it's still water. So
Is
it's
it?
just going, it should be. I mean, I know it's crystallized, but it's still H2O.
Okay.
And I'm not making anything fancy off of it. I'm
Okay.
just freezing it.
Okay.
So if it's staying as water, then it's just gone from a different phase. So
Okay.
therefore it's a physical change.
So the liquidy stuff is H2O,
Uh-huh.
and the solid stuff is?
It's still H2O.
Okay. All right. I like that. What about water boiling?
Okay, so if it's boiling, it's just getting bubbly, and you might see some water vapor or the gas coming off of it, but I mean,
How
it's
do you
still
know
water.
it's water gas? How come it's not oxygen gas?
Well, because if we go to take something, you could either try to collect it off of the top. Let's say that you're doing like one of those apparatus things where you're evaporating water to get clear water.
Oh,
Say
okay.
it's like maybe kind of like with that distillation stuff that we were looking at. If we looked at it in a different way.
All right.
So if you collected the water off the top of it, or the gas with the water vapor coming off, you would see water.
Okay, sounds good. What about sugar dissolving?
Well, I guess with that, we want to ask ourselves, can we separate it after that? So we could try to evaporate the water off,
Yes, we can.
and we'd be left with the sugar in the end.
That's
so
right.
therefore, we haven't really changed anything, and it should be a physical change.
So you're saying separation
Uh-huh.
is a physical change?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, all right. Chocolate bar melting.
Well, is it still chocolate? I would
Yummy.
think so.
Yeah, I'm thinking if I have chocolate Hershey's bar and a melted, it still tastes the same.
Yeah,
All right.
so it should be physical.
Okay, how about breathing? Take a deep breath. What do you think?
All right, so I'm breathing in a bunch of different gases. The one that's most common is going to be oxygen. And
Okay.
so my body is going to use that oxygen, and when I breathe out, I'm breathing out carbon dioxide. So I breathed in, or I took in one thing and I'm giving off another, so it should be a chemical change.
Okay, all right. So, I think this is a good place to stop, and we're going to do some experiments then.
Great.
This time we get together.
Okay, sounds good.